Jet from the brain, fuego with his veins. Mysterio combo, masked up, no chains. Muscle steel, quicker than a cheetah. Grinding his face like Turnbuckle dive. Crowd goes wild, flame in his eyes. Victory flies. The point on the man can't handle the heat. Hot Tamale sauce.
Ow, they know what they were saying. They were saying, get up, Jerry, get up.
Hot Tamale, burn 'em up. Hot Tamale. Suplex City, taking no pity. All the ropes are so gritty. Fiery promo, spit that inferno. Champion belt, got him in a chokehold. Flesh is the canvas, rhythm of ruthless. Signature move, haters go toothless. Credit to PJ, he's the goat. That's why I got him in the Zodiac smoke. Hot Tamale, burn 'em up. Hot Tamale. Hot Tamale, burn 'em up. Hot Tamale. Yeah.
Where's he at, man? Golly, why? He's making me wait this long. What's wrong with it? Where's he at? Somebody please go get him, man, because you know what? I got to go, man.
We got a good one today.
Man.
We got the Koko B Ware, man. That's the Birdman, man. Oh, Koko, what's up, man? How you doing?
Are you
How
hot?
you doing, man? You
Wait a
all
minute.
right?
You're not a hot tamale.
Yeah, I'm hot tamale. Call me hot tamale.
I used to eat hot tamales. Would you want them?
Man, no, man. I'm the real hot tamale, man.
You the real hot tamale?
Yeah, man, I'm hot tamale.
Oh my God, I can't believe it.
Man, we got Koko B Ware here today. How you been doing?
Man, I've been doing extra.
Man, it's good, man. You still short and fat.
Hey man, what you talking about? Hey, I'm fat in so many ways.
Man, you still got
What
that.
are you talking about?
You still got that gap too.
That's all right. I'm gonna have that gap.
Man, why you didn't get it
That's,
fixed?
that's Interstate 95.
Man, you had all that money, you didn't get your gap fixed.
Interstate 95, man. I don't need it. Because you know what? They love it.
Man. Koko B Ware, man. Well, I got a lot of stuff to talk with you about today.
Right.
Ooh, well, you know one thing I want to say? Ooh, you and Lawler got kicked out of Wrestlemania at the same time, man. Both of y'all, man. Both of y'all got kicked out.
Kicked out of Wrestlemania?
Man, I think it was Wrestlemania 1. I think it was Wrestlemania 9.
No, I ain't never got kicked out of Wrestlemania.
You
What are you
ain't-
talking about?
What the? Oh, it was the Royal Rumble. Y'all got, you and Lawler got kicked out of it.
Well, you know what? They just didn't want that Memphis connection to win anything.
That's what it was.
That's what it was. You know.
Man,
You know, I mean,
you was gonna lose anyway.
that's okay. I wasn't gonna lose.
Yes, you was. You was gonna
I
lose
didn't
anyway.
lose no money, nigga.
You ain't lose no money.
No.
How much they give you? About $100 a day?
Man, get out of here, man.
They ain't give you 100. They gave you more than that.
Oh man, you know what? Now you done took it too deep.
Man,
I ain't saying nothing.
man, goddamn, Koko B Ware, man. Hey, you was a bully too, man. No, I ain't gonna say you was a bully, but you fight all the time.
Well,
you always fighting people,
well, I just believe what's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's me. I was raised. My father raised me and said, "Hey, don't back down for no man or whatever. If as long as you in the right, and if you in the wrong, then you deserve to get your butt whooped."
Yeah, like it do when he sprung on you. When that dude sprung on you, didn't it? He hit you
We're
hard,
not
didn't
gonna
it?
mention no name
Why not?
because you know what? It's all over with now.
He hit you though.
That's okay.
You whoop his ass
That's
too.
okay. He knew I did.
He said, "Look, get what he said." He said, "Man, Coco." He said, "Coco hit me in my jaw 1, 2, and I ain't even feel it." Man, you hit like a little girl, man.
Man, hey, you want to try one? I still got it.
Man,
No, I can't do you that way.
No, because you ain't, because I bust your motherfucking head.
You got that little kid.
Because I bust your
You got
motherfucking
that
head
little
with this
kid
belt.
belt. That's what I'm saying. You got that little kid belt. Where'd you get that?
Man, don't
little
touch
kid?
my belt, boy.
God, I can't believe it. Hey, I'm the one that created these little belts. What the hell are you talking about?
The little ones, because you was short morning.
It's all right. Don't worry about it.
Man, look, man, I want you to tell me about the time you had got to fight with Jerry Lawler, man. You and him always had some good matches. What was your favorite match with Jerry Lawler?
Well, what was it? It was man, it's been so long. We had a Southern heavyweight. I beat Lawler for the Southern belt in Memphis.
Mm-hmm. He was gonna kick your ass too, man.
Well, you don't know what? That night,
Mm-hmm.
he couldn't do nothing with the Birdman.
He was on him.
The Birdman was on his tail.
Like flies on shit morning.
That's simple. I'm trying to tell you now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to tell you. So it was a very good match. And then after that, it became Rick Flair.
Mm-hmm.
He came to town. I was the first black to win against Rick Flair for the world belt.
You beat Rick Flair too?
I almost beat him. I will say this. I didn't beat him, but I beat him down, but I didn't get a 1, 2, 3 on him. Cause that little scrumpy Bill Dundee jumped in the ring.
He helped him, didn't he?
And he caused me to lose the match.
Man, Bill Dundee, why you do that for? Man, Coco could have got the belt.
I could have been the world champion.
Yeah, man. Man, Bill Dundee, why you do that for, man?
Man, cause he's crazy.
That boy is, ain't
He was jealous.
He was jealous of you?
Yes, sir.
You don't like Bill Dundee?
Well, you know what? Now, I love Bill Dundee.
But back in the days, you ain't like him?
No, because you know what? We was just kind of neck to neck. So, I mean, he didn't like me, and I didn't like him. And you know what? We could have went at it any time. So, but you know, God made a plan. Said, "Hey, you guys make up. You guys kiss and make up, and be best friends."
Y'all kiss?
Well, you know, I kissed him on the forehead.
You did. Y'all the same height too.
I don't know about that.
Man, you and him, both y'all little, man.
I think I'm a little taller.
You look taller than him? Man, Coco, man, you always beating up dudes bigger than you too, man.
That's it. That was the whole thing of the Birdman. You know, when I went to finally went to WWE in 1986. Man, I went in the dressing room. There was nothing but the home of the Giants. Big Andre the Giant was there. Nikolai Volkov, Iron Sheik, all these guys, they was humongous. And I'm going like Memphis was a little small dressing room. Right. But when I went in there into the New York dressing room, man, I was in there with these big giants. And I said, Lord, how am I gonna handle this? But you know what? After a while, my trainer told me always keep your mouth shut. And I'm trying to tell the other guys in the young guys in the wrestling business, keep your mouth shut when you go in the dressing room, especially when you just starting out. Just keep your mouth shut. Man, you ain't keep your mouth shut neither, though, man. Keep your mouth shut and sit in the corner. Sooner or later, the guys is gonna see you in the corner. One of them gonna come over and shake your hand, introduce himself. Then the other one's gonna come and introduce himself and stuff like that. That's how you get in with the big boys. Man, look, man. Tony Allen said, man, you ain't mind your business one day, though. He said, man, these two dudes was into it, man, and you just got in their business and try to break it up, man. You just, man, y'all need to separate yourself, and then you got to fight with them. Yeah. Who told you that? Tony Atlas did. Tony Atlas? Yeah. Yeah. He just going by what he heard. He wasn't there. He wasn't there? He wasn't there. We was overseas. He said he was there. You know, no, he wasn't there. Tony was. Yes. No, it wasn't my fight. It was Shawn Michaels and the referee. They was nose to nose at a bar. Well, the owner came up to me. I'm over there playing the piano. 12 o'clock at midnight. I'm playing the piano and stuff like that, having a good time. So the owner came over to me and said, Coco, can you go over there and help your guys, try to stop your guys from fighting, getting ready, look like they're getting ready to fight because they're nose to nose and all that stuff. And I said, oh boy, I hate to do this. So I went on over there and I said, guys, look here. We overseas. We don't want to get locked up over here. I said, come on, guys, let's break it up. And then once he said that, Jim Troy, he came and he said, here's another phony ass motherfucker. He called you, he said you want no real wrestler, didn't he? Right. He said, here's another phony ass mother. Don't have any fucking guts. And I hate to say this like that on the podcast because we got a lot of little kids out there. Excuse me, parents, for saying that. Man, they all right, man. They know. I know. But the thing about it, he said, Vince McMahon pays me a whole lot of fucking money, put over to you phony ass fucking wrestlers. I'm a hockey player. I'm a lot tougher than you fucking guys. You beat his ass too, didn't he? And I'm going like, not yet. Shut up. Not yet. Here it is. Here's the story first.
Man, you gotta tell him I won't hear about you beating his ass.
Hold on.
Man, you taking too long.
I ain't taking too long. That's what. Well, take your time, little son. No, you know what? He turned around and looked at me. He said, "Here's another phony ass motherfucker. I'm gonna see if he's got any guts." And then, and I just sat there and looked at him, and he looked at me, and then he turned around. I said, "Oh," and then he walked away, and then he came back, and he hauled off and just slapped me.
We smack you real hard.
Well, I mean, it was a smack.
Spit came out your mouth too.
I don't know what came out of my mouth. At that time, I know some words came out of my mouth. And then that's when the heat was on. The heat was on. And when the heat was on, that's when the real Birdman came out. And I sat there and I beat his butt in that bar. I didn't beat him down like I beat him when we got up to the hotel. I beat him down at the bar, and I let him know, hey, I said, "Troy, you done messed up now." I said, because, look here. My dad told me, if you hit me, hit him back.
Man, they say you hit like a little girl too. Man, you had to hit him 100 times to hurt him.
But Troy about it though, you know what? Troy, when the last time I saw Troy got up off the floor and I was on him, they was pulling me back, and Troy ran out the door. He jumped in the taxi, and I'm running behind the taxi, trying to catch the taxi driver, knowing I couldn't even outrun a car. So we waited. The hotel was just right up the hill. I went up to the hotel and I sat in the kitchen lobby.
Yeah, you told that story before, man. You telling that story too damn long, Coco. Man, you already told that story before. You and that dude went to the room and y'all beat his ass in the room. And then he beat your ass after that.
So if you know the story, you go ahead and tell it then.
No, man, because I want you to tell the story, because I want you to apologize to them. I want you to apologize to Jim Troy, man. Tell him that you ain't mean it.
You know what? He's got to apologize to me.
He can apologize to you?
He haven't. And I haven't seen him since.
He scared you, ain't it?
You know what, last time I saw Jim Troy? He was laying on the table like this right here.
Man, Jim Troy, man, if you see this, man, you better apologize to Coco.
He was laying.
He gonna kick your ass again.
He was laying on this table just like this right here. He was laying on this table just like it laid out.
Man.
The last time I saw him, we get to Paris. We get to Paris. That's when they told me, said, Vince McMahon is on the phone. He wants to talk to you. I said, okay. Coco, what the fuck are you doing jumping on my executive and all this stuff, beating the hell out of him? And I said, Vince, wait a minute. Let me tell my story. And I told my story to Vince and everything. He said, well, you know what? You still didn't have no reason by beating the hell out of him like you did. And I said, Vince, he hauled off and slapped me. It wasn't my fight. I went to break him and Shawn Michaels up. I said, those two was right there fighting. I said, and he turned around that you pay, he said, you pay him a lot of damn money to put over those phony ass wrestlers and stuff like that. And I said, and Vince said, well, you still shouldn't have beat him like you did. I said, Vince, I don't have no control of that. I said, when I start. I'm sorry. I said, I don't pick fights. I'm not the bully to go around here and pick anybody to fight. I respect every man. But a man got to respect me too. And I said, I went over there to break him and Shawn Michaels up the manager called me, wanted me to come over and talk to those guys and say, and because he thought they was gonna tear his place up. So Vince said, "Well, you know what? One thing about it, Coco, I can't have my executive want to jump on a wrestler, and I can't have a wrestler want to jump on my executive. So why don't you pack your bags and go home like I sent him home?"
He fired you, didn't he?
No, he just told me to go home.
Yeah, you ain't come back though.
Yes, I did too. Hold on, you're so rushed, man. I'm gonna slap
Man,
yourself that bald head of
you
yours.
taking too long, man.
Taking too long, my butt. You wait a minute. But then you know what? After it's all over, I went over and I talked to Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
Hogan had trouble with the guy too. Troy and Hogan told me, he said, "Coco, don't you worry about it. If you don't come back, I'm leaving WWE.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving WWE. If you don't come, WWF back then. If you don't come back, I'm leaving."
Damn, I won't have to leave.
And he said, "I guarantee you'll be back. You'll get your job back." And you know what? A week later,
You got your job back.
Vince called me
Yeah.
and said, "Come on back to work."
Was you at home crying?
Crying?
You went at home crying?
I was home celebrating.
No, you won. You was calling Vince phone, man, every day. You was like, "Vince, please,
Hey.
please, Vince, get me back in there."
And you know what? I was sitting there eating damn hot tamales. I was eating hot tamales.
No, you won.
Yeah, when the phone rung.
No, you won, man. You made that up, man.
Man.
Man, did you beat up Macho Man too?
Macho Man.
You don't like him?
No, I didn't. No, me and Macho didn't get it over.
You ain't fight Macho Man?
No.
Oh, they say you had fought Macho Man.
No.
Man.
Me and Macho, that was Bill Dundee. Bill Dundee and Macho Man in the parking lot
Yeah, man.
in Nashville.
Steve Keirn said he knocked you out, though. He said he knocked you out in the shower. He said, man, Steve Klein said, what's his name? Steve Keirn? Steve Klein? What's his name?
Steve Keirn?
Yeah, man, ugly dude. Man, he like his breath stank anyway. But he said, man, I knocked Coco out in the shower. He said, man, you woke up like this, man. What happened, y'all? He said you did that.
No.
You didn't do that?
He didn't knock me out in no
He
shower.
didn't knock you out?
No.
He said he knocked you out, man.
No, man. It's a whole bunch of rumors around, and I don't even like to discuss all that drama that we had because it's all over with now.
Hey, man.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? But Steve know he was wrong, and I'm not gonna dwell on it too much. We done kissed and made up again or whatever, and so you know what? It's just where it is. It was just a challenge to me, where the guys thought I guess my size. They just like took advantage of it, and they thought they could do, you know.
Man, you got that little man syndrome like that dude Johnny Dawson, man. Both of y'all short, man, but y'all think y'all can just beat up everybody.
Well, I don't know about what Johnny think. I don't think I can beat up anybody. I don't think I can beat up nobody.
Man, because you can't beat me.
You know,
I'll kick your ass, Coco.
Well, I'm telling you, you just got out of the penitentiary. Remember that?
I'll kick your
You
ass,
was up
man.
in Nashville. You just got out of the pen.
Man, why you be stop telling my business, man.
I'm just saying, you just got out of Nashville. You just came out of Nashville. That's out of the pen, man. You up there. How many years you been up there? Oh my God! See there?
Man, look, man, we gonna cut that part out, man. Hey, man, where that bird at, man? What happened to your bird? Oh, I know. Reggie had cooked it, didn't it? Reggie cooked your bird.
Yeah, that scout. He thought he cooked a good bird, but you know what? He got one of my old birds. I was ready to get rid of that birds anyway.
You was?
Yeah, man. My old birds.
He cooked the old bird?
Yeah, he cooked the old.
Why he do that for?
He didn't cook Frankie. That was a fresh one.
Mm-hmm.
That was a fresh bird of mine. Frankie was.
What made Reggie want to cook your bird for?
Oh, you know, because he was hungry.
Reggie said you do him dirty, man. Reggie said you used to hit him hard and everything, man. He said you just did him dirty.
Man, and Reggie be fine. It's something else. You know, don't let this soup fool you, nigga.
Man. Hey, how'd you get that bird anyway? Did you go to Africa and get it?
No. It was I was already thinking about what I wanted to do in my career. And I came up with this idea of the Birdman, Koko B Ware, and I didn't have the parrot. I had this the right parrot I had, and I had my wife. She went into a pet store, and she saw this bird in the pet store. And she took a picture of it, and we came back home. She said, "Honey, I got you." I said, "This would be a good idea for you to take this bird and take it on the road as a Birdman." And she said, and Mars Day and them was doing a little dance called the Bird.
Bird dance, yeah.
That's where I got that from.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do a video with Mars Day, but his company was so bad. I mean, they stopped us from playing that Mars Day song. Whoa. You know, and but we was trying to make them some more money, and we was trying to do a video with Mars Day. You know, here's Koko B Ware and Mars Day doing the Bird together and stuff like that, just to boost his album up. You know, and boost me up as well. But his company just shot it down. They shot it down. Told WWF and said, "Don't play our music no more."
What they do that for?
I have no idea.
Man, they were hating, man.
Hating. That's all. You right. That's the first time you said something right all day.
Man, they were hating on Coco, man. Y'all supposed to let him play that song, man.
And
He was gonna blow y'all up.
Because Mars Day, they was doing it, man. They was doing it. And I said, man, that's all it took for me to get over, and I went over the cliff like they did. They went over the cliff, and I was right behind them, man.
Hey, man, Norvell Austin, man.
Yeah,
the good guy, man. PYT.
PYT, man. You know,
Yeah.
we came back, man, after Bobby Eaton left, and went with Dennis Condren them, you know, down in Louisiana. And of course, Bobby asked me, he said, "Coco, is it okay? I mean, do you have any problem with me going down to Louisiana with Dennis Condren them and be one part of the Midnight Express?" I said, "No. See, I was like this. I didn't care what you did in the wrestling business. I didn't care. You know, it didn't bother me because I went solo a long time without that. You know, and I didn't have a father. I didn't have a cousin. I didn't have nobody that I was related to in the wrestling business. Nobody but God. You see what I'm saying? And he the one that helped me out a whole lot. He the one to put the thoughts and ideas together for me.
Did he put the thought in your head to name y'all PYT Pretty Young Things?
Well,
because I don't think y'all should name y'allself that. Because we call girls that today. Man, look at that Pretty Young Thing over there.
But where we got that from, that was Jerry the King Lawler. He came up with the idea.
Y'all should have said, "No, Lord, we ain't gonna do that."
No, but you know what? It was a good idea because we were the Pretty Young Thing.
Man, y'all both was ugly, man. Both of y'all.
Hey, I still look pretty, right? Look at me.
No, man.
I know you want to kiss me now.
No, man, you don't look.
Oh, baby.
Bro. No, Coco. Coco. Y'all should have y'all should have been two ugly guys.
You know what?
That was what y'all name should have been.
That was the whole. You missed it. Everybody missed it. When we was the Pretty Young Thing, we was talking about Norvell.
Right.
Because Norvell had these eyes sunk back in his head, and he kind of looked like King Kong or something.
Yeah,
you know, and that's what made the Pretty Young Thing. Because I would say, when I would be doing my interviews, and I would say, "Norvell, tell them how pretty you are." "Oh, I know I'm pretty."
Oh, he was ugly too.
And you know, one time we was in Dallas, Texas. We walked into Dallas, just starting in Dallas, Texas dressing room with the Von Erichs. And Kevin Von Erich came in the dressing room. He said, "Where's the Pretty Young Things?" And everybody said, there they are. They down over in that corner over there. And Kevin walked over there and looked, and Kevin came back out and shook his head. He said, golly, they call themselves the pretty young things. I was expecting to see somebody real nice and pretty young guys and stuff like that. But they got one guy over there. He called himself the pretty young thing. He looks like a gorilla.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what the Von Ericson was saying. And everybody kind of laughed about it, whatever. I said, but that's the whole concept of the PYT. That, Norvell played the role. Hey, I know I'm pretty, and which he wasn't pretty. He wasn't pretty at all.
He wasn't pretty at all.
He wasn't pretty at all. But you know what? He made like the people like, I know I'm pretty. I know I am. I said, and I was kept adding it on. Say it again, Norvell.
Yeah,
say it again.
Just gassing them up.
Say it again.
Yeah.
I said, y'all heard it, right? Y'all heard it. Pretty young thing.
Koko B Ware, man. Hey, man. What about the dude, man? Lover Boy. Dennis Condry.
What about him?
Man, you heard about him?
Man, I just heard about it just a little while ago.
Man.
And my mind just goes out to it, man.
Hey, man.
And I'm for his family and all that stuff.
Yeah, man.
And you know what? When you take an icon like Dennis and even myself, or Norvell Austin, Dennis Condry, and even what's the other guy just passed the movie?
Chuck Norris.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, when you hear something like that, man, even with the Hogan stuff like that, I mean, it just hurts me, and just wondering who's next and stuff like that, And but we just got to move on. We just got to have God. Keep God in the head of our life and stuff like that.
Hey, man, when I was younger, man, you was one of the first wrestlers I saw. Man, I used to stay in Fraser a long time ago, and you was one of the first wrestlers I ever saw. You like, man, I love wrestling, man, because I used to see Koko B Ware all the time.
Right.
Man, off Thomas Street in Fraser.
Yeah. Had a trailer out there.
Man, used to be on this dude named Clive or Cleve or House.
Yeah.
Cleve or something like that.
I think you was selling hot tamales then.
No, man.
This guy looked just like you out there.
No, man. Probably my daddy.
I know, man. I don't know. He would look just like you, though.
Yeah, man. Coco, man.
Y'all did have some good hot tamales.
Man, I'm the owner of hot tamales. Who named you Coco?
Who you looking at?
Who named you gave yourself that name because you were dark?
No.
You didn't get because you were real black?
No.
You ain't know. You said my name Coco.
Black is beautiful, right?
But that's why you name yourself Coco for?
No.
Why'd you name yourself Coco? Why you name your name Coco for?
Well, that's another story too. It was just back in the day when I was playing high school football.
You sucked, didn't you?
I was a freshman.
Yeah.
And I was the only black on the football team after all the whites. I was the only black played. So the coach came out there and said, we need somebody to hit somebody. Golly. And one of my little white friends, my little white friend, he said, Coach, he just came out of the blue, said, Coco can do it. He can hit somebody. And then everybody, all the players and everything, shut up. What you say that for? What you say that for? Oh, my God, you shouldn't have said that.
Right.
And the coach just went crazy. He said, come here. He called him out of the huddle and all that. Coach went over and chewed him out and stuff like that. And stuff. And then the coach came over and said, JW, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what he said. I said, Coach, look here. I like the name Coco. I love my name JW because I was named after my father. But I'm not James Ware. I'm not I'm J.W. Ware Jr., but I'm not James Ware. And the social media's got me out there as James Ware and all that stuff. But actually, my real name is J.W. Ware Jr., and a lot of people don't know that. And I didn't like that name because the J.W. didn't mean anything. He was senior and I was junior. So, and I said, Coach, I love that Koko Ware.
Yeah.
And the coach said, well, we can't say that out on the field, introduce you as Koko Ware without your parents' permission. So I got with my mother and father. They okayed it.
Man, Coco.
And that's where I got the
stuck
name.
with it.
That's where I got the name Koko.
Koko B Ware, man.
On the Union City Golden Tornadoes football field.
Now, you think you'll ever get your chance to go back into Madison Square Garden and just walk down the aisle and wave at your fans again? You think you'll get that chance?
I think one day I will. Because you know what? They did sign us. I'm on a legend contract.
You is?
You know, they signed all of us guys again on another legend contract. So I'm on a 5-year legend contract with WWE.
Man, you think you can get me on there too?
Well, you know what? For some reason, you just lost all your spice. You don't put that spice back in your hot tamales.
Man, see, I almost bust your motherfucker head when you said that.
You almost?
Yeah, man.
You said
you be talking.
You said it right. You almost. Don't let. And we'll be like Reggie B. Fine. Don't let this soup fool you, nigga.
Man, Coco, man, Reggie B. Fine said you a low budget, man. He said Coco B. Ware just a low budget.
Well, you know, hey, I am. He know I'm down to earth. That's really why. That's why he called me low budget.
Hey, man. Hey, man, you came with that move, man, the Bird Buster. It was the Bird Buster or the Ghost Buster or the Brain Buster. Which one?
The Bird Buster.
It was the Bird Buster?
I had an older white man learn me to do that move. He said, now, it's a good way, the way you do it. He said, you can break somebody's neck, or you can hold it where you won't hurt them at all. That's a big secret. He said, if somebody's already is messing you around like what happened in Japan, this jab I worked against, he kept kicking me in my ribs and hurt my ribs. Over those jabs wouldn't stop. They said they couldn't speak English, but you know what? When you start hitting them real hard, they know how to squeeze your wrist and tell you, hey, man, take it easy. Take it easy. This Jap over there, and he was getting over on me, and he was kicking me in the ribs. And I kept squeezing his wrist, and I said, oh, man, I felt like a bone, one of my rib bones done broke. But it was an injury. It didn't break, but just I believe a little bit more, he would have broke him. But I got him in that brain buster. And when I got him in that brain buster, I said, okay, we're going to play the game now. I said, you want to play? I got him set up, and I put him up there like that, and I said 1001, 1002 is like a missile. And we went down. When we went down, I pulled my arm out. Bam!
You hurt him, didn't you?
Man, he's squawking like, he's flipping like a fish.
Yeah.
Oh, he was flipping just
Man,
like
you did him bad.
Hey, he was hurting me. I kept telling him, loosen up. I kept telling him, this is the whole secret of a wrestler. So you want to be a wrestler? You grab my hand. No, don't shake my hand. Over here. You got to go like this. He knows that. We got our commentators in here. We got all our fans in here. Wrestlers
You feel them muscles. You feel them muscles.
And look here, and you squeeze. That tells you to loosen up.
Yeah.
You know how to shake a wrestler's hand?
How?
You don't know how? I asked you that.
No, I don't.
Okay. Oh, you come on, shake your hand. No, you potato. Oh my God. Oh, man. No, forget it. Stick with the hot tamales.
Man, you supposed to show me then.
Just stick with the hot tamales. You supposed to go, no, slow down. Hey, brother. How you doing?
That weak ass handshake.
Well, that's it. Hey, that let me know that you know how to work, and that means that I trust you because you're not going to hurt me.
Man, no weak ass handshake. Man, you supposed to shake like a real man, man.
Well, That's what you marks do.
Man, then you got that fake ass WWE ring on. That ain't even real.
What do you mean?
That ain't even real.
Man, what you talking about?
Show it to that camera. They gonna tell you it's fake, man. Show it.
Look at there. Look at there.
Who gave you that
Sure
ring?
did. Who gave it?
Yeah. Vince McMahon give it to you.
Okay.
You bought out the pawn shop?
Yeah.
You did?
Where you buy your stuff at? I got it from you, Hot.
I don't even like you no more, Coco. I don't even like you no more.
Man, I'm getting out of here anyway.
I don't even like got you on my show for.
Whatever it is, I can't believe it. You just go ahead. I'm out of here. Go ahead. You been turning the studio up wearing it. What did you do with Undertaker? Oh my God, everything. All this stuff over here. Go ahead on. I can't freaking believe it. Come on.
Step on the frame, fuego with his fangs, Mysterio combo, masked up love chains. Muscle like steel, quicker than a cheetah. Grind
got you in the ring like this.
Turnbuckle dive, crowd goes wild, flame in his eyes, victory flies. The porn on the man can't handle the heat, hot Tamale sauce got him
Ow, and you know what they were saying, get up, Jerry, get up.
Hot tamale, burn 'em up, hot tamale. Suplex City, taking no pity. All the ropes are so gritty. Fiery promo, spit that inferno. Champion belt, got him in a chokehold. Flesh is the canvas, rhythm of ruthless. Signature move, haters go toothless. Credit to PJ, he's the goat. That's why I got him in the Zodiac smoke. Hot tamale, burn 'em up, hot tamale. Hot tamale, burn 'em up, hot tamale.